I think that family becomes twofold. It's the family that we're born into, and it's the family that comes through our lives. I was fortunate to know my maternal great-grandparents who lived in Connecticut for, I think we were maybe at that stage 5 generations in Connecticut, which was very different. And my great-grandparents, my maternal great-grandparents, were an ethnically mixed couple. My paternal grandfather was from a slave lineage. My paternal grandmother was from a Native American lineage. My maternal grandfather was from Cape Verde. So, you had this eclectic mix of all of these cultures. What was impactful, particularly, would be my grandmother, who recognized something in me and said, you're going to be something someday. And I didn't quite know what that meant, and she never filled in what the something was, but she would always say, you are going to be something someday. I had the fashion bug since a child, but I certainly was influenced by my grandmother, who was a very stylish woman, and my mother, and I sort of adopted both of their styles and made it one for me. My mom's taste is very simple black dress, strand of pearls, and my grandmother was much more glamorous. And somehow my point of view is in the middle of that. So I think those two influences certainly are present. What Cicely taught me and my husband and business partner, Mark Anthony, we referred to ourselves as the Thirds. She gave us that name. And she taught us loyalty. She taught us a very great lesson that really changed our trajectory. And that is our relationship and your charge in life is not just about yourself. It's really about a greater cause and a greater purpose, and making sure that that comes through you. I am proud of the fact that I've been given an opportunity, and that, I am a real life possibility. And that means something, understanding, in fact, the stories, particularly that my grandparents would share, and that I now can say I've achieved this, and that I represent possibilities, and think about being on their shoulders and what it is that they did makes me feel really good. I have 2 daughters who are young ladies, and I think that what's important for what the family looks like in the future is that it's about being real and authentic, and that the love should be that, and to live through possibilities. I think that there should not be any limitations. And so that's really the freedom that we now have, and that's what the future should look like for my family and all families.